Hey everybody, it's Kyle. Hey, today I want to do a quick video and answer a question I got from Holly. I believe either last night or this morning, I don't know. But she asked me if we had our sons in public or private or homeschooled, and how did we navigate that process. And so I wanted to answer that question for her and kind of give you maybe some brief information into the way we think about that and how we went about it. So first of all, private school, we can't afford that. So that was kind of out of the question. Homeschool, I don't know that we're smart enough for that. So we're just typical down home, I guess average at best people in my house. And so I'm not sure we would have been capable of that or had the ability to organize all that kind of stuff. So we put our son in public school. All of our kids have been in public school, and I'll share with you an experience to kind of illustrate why we did that. And so last year, 2 years ago, my 17-year-old, who's 17-year-old now, was a sophomore in high school, and the bus came at 7 a.m. for him. And so because he hated school so much, I would get up at 5 and start waking him up at 5, because if I didn't start at 5, there's a chance I wouldn't have him ready by 7. Some days he would hop right up, get ready, we could have breakfast together, we would chat, I would play games with him until 7, and spend quality time with him if he hopped right up. In other cases, I would quietly sit next to his bed and say, "Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?" Every 5-10 minutes. Sometimes I'd take a book and sit there and read kind of in the dark a little bit as I waited him out when he was having a bad day. And it turns out the teachers at the school were really, he was unhappy with them and they were unhappy with him. It was just a bad situation. And this is his sophomore year. The next year, they got a new teacher. And I'm going to do a shout out to Miss Casey, because she changed his world, and she changed our world. He would get up I could wake him up at 6:15. He'd hop out of bed. He'd say, "I'm ready." And he would get ready, and we'd get him ready for the bus, and he would go and hop on the bus every morning. That teacher changed his life and changed his perception of what should be happening at school and how much he loved it. And I think the lesson for me, and the lessons we knew going in, were this: we can't save him from everything. We can't force people to treat him kindly. We can't force teachers to be good teachers. He's going to have to learn how to deal with people, just like the rest of us do. Not everybody's going to be loving and kind to him like Miss Casey is. And that's something that he's going to have to learn and grow through. We want to protect him from so many things, but I think protecting our kids from life in general can sometimes, we can't protect them from everything, so we shouldn't. And that's the way my wife and I feel. We still take him on days when he's not feeling good to Walmart with us if we need to. And if he has a meltdown, we manage it. We deal with that meltdown. We want to include him in our lives. We don't want to put him in uncomfortable positions that he doesn't have to be in, but we also want him to experience things. And allowing him to experience public schools, allowing him to experience other kids, sometimes they don't treat him kindly. That's part of life. We'd love to protect him from that stuff, but we can't protect him from everything. And so public schools, we found, has been what's best for us. I will tell you this: I'm a master manipulator. This is one of my secrets. You put me in an IEP meeting, if they don't like my son, and I can feel that, I will praise them up and down for their efforts, because I know how hard it is sometimes to deal with other people's kids. And I will let them know that putting him in their classes is something that I trust them to do very well, and they're experts. And I appreciate all their efforts, and I know how hard it is, and I want them to know what it means to me to know that I can send him to school and he can feel cared for and loved by other people. And my wife gets on to me sometimes because we'll leave those IEP meetings and all the people in there in tears because they know how much I care about my son and that they know how much I appreciate whatever effort they put into my son. So, Holly, hopefully that's helpful. You get a little insight into our family sometimes, and I'm going to try to do more of that. Keep the questions coming. I want to answer those questions for you guys, and I appreciate when you give me a chance to do that. Thanks again. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.